All right, let's do this.
All right, all right.
Change of scenery.
A little bit of change, you know. But it's a wonderful day outside here in Tracy, California. Coming to you live. Get Sports Focus prediction segment number 7. We're at number 7, Coach.
We are. I feel like you should play like an intro song on that keyboard behind you.
Nah, man. Hey, I produce all our music. Really, I do, but I don't use that. All right, people, we got the GSF prediction segment. Stirred up some stuff last week, so hopefully they're a little bit nicer this week. I doubt that.
No, be mean this week. I don't mind.
We got 8 games to predict, and let's see.
Hold up.
Okay, he said hold up, and then we'll discuss a little bit about what's on what is on our minds.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Weightsandbars.com. Build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Ike's Love and Sandwiches. Championship level sandwiches every single time. South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust. And by Fuel Good, fueling your success. Conveniently located in Santa Clara off Homestead Road. For more info, go to fuelgoodmealprep.com.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
But a little bit of recap last week. What about last week? You want to talk about any reaction from last week?
Well, I got messed up. No, I mean, hey, you know, I'm glad that Serra put it to them good. And, you know, it's no disrespect at all. You know, I'm going based off of what I understand and what I know and what was like, you know, capable. And St. Francis was capable. You know, that's the key word though. They were capable. You know, at the end of the day, like, you know, there's really not going to be a lot of matchups against Serra right now. Like, I don't see it. You know, maybe even until like, you know, we get to playoffs, you know, where it's a whole different game again. Like, this is league play. It's a whole different game right now. You know, everyone's playing a lot tougher. Yeah. So, you know, we'll just leave it at that. But like, you know, no disrespect. Congratulations to Serra. I'm not going to humbly apologize for like why I picked St. Francis, but I stand by what I said. I'm going off of like the players that I've seen, and because I've been able to personally watch these, like those players play, you know, so yeah. I'm going off of what I know. So, you know, you proved me wrong. I love it. That's what this is for. And I'm glad it brought the attention that it needed to. And I'm hoping a lot more people like understand like what kind of team Serra is now.
Yep. And also one quick note, shout out to the offensive line of the St. Francis Lancers for protecting Aaron Knapp. They kept him safe all game. He didn't get sacked at all, I don't think. He didn't get touched. Maybe twice, but it wasn't anything like what we've been seeing the last 4 games.
Right, and that's a feat in itself.
Oh, yeah. And they did score twice. That trick play was pretty sick, but Cole Harrison, former heroes, he'll always be a hero. And Mr. Smith did the thing. And that was that was a great win. And congratulations to the Padres. Got a big game coming up this Friday, which we will discuss last. But we're gonna start our predictions with one of these big games in Los Gatos once again. Sacred Heart Prep versus Los Gatos Wildcats. What do you think, Coach?
I after watching like them play against Pitt, and Pitt's a strong team, you know. just, a lot of athletes, a lot of big hits. Jalen Thomas, that was a big hit, but like, the way that receiver, I
That
don't
was
know
a
his name, but his,
properly applied hit.
oh, we'll get to that later. We'll get to proper hitting later, but like, no, that receiver fought for that ball and held on to it. And then, quarterback, Marley, holy, wow. He's a stud. He's very good, and he's very smart with the ball. He's showing like, he can create and extend plays. But I think with Los Gatos playing against a team like that, it puts them in a better position to play Sacred Heart. So I'm gonna go with Los Gatos on this one, 35-21. I think
Ooh.
Sacred Heart will give them it'll stay close for a little bit. Then I think, you're gonna let all their playmakers on Los Gatos get loose. Like I said, they played a game that I think they needed right before this is their first league game, right?
Believe so.
Yeah. That was a good tune-up game before their first league game. So, there's a reason why you want to play like a very strong team before you go to league. So
Yeah.
I think Los Gatos is poised to win this game.
Well, my prediction is quite the opposite. I'm going to go with the Prep Boys. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm predicting a 38-35 game. And yeah, let's go Gators.
Cats all the way, man.
Anthony Noda, dude. He's about to go off. Nah, I mean, it's going to be a close game. So I think it's going to be a great game. And it's at Los Gatos. So get there early, people, if you want good parking. Next up. Christopher at Oak Grove.
This is such a like. I feel like this is like it's like family playing family game. This is like a personal
nephew playing nephew.
I know. It's like, who's your favorite nephew? No, there is no favorites. We're not gonna say it that way. But I'm gonna edge it over to my Christopher boys. I personally I work with a lot of these kids throughout the offseason. I know what they're capable of doing. I want to see them put a full game together. That's what I want to see. If they put a full game together, then this is no, like, they're gonna win this game, no doubt. However, that's not to say, like, not like what Coach Cadero's not over at Oak Grove. He's doing some good things over there. These last couple of weeks watching Oak Grove, this is a different team than we've seen in a while. It's like, we don't know. So I feel like it's a toss-up game though. But I will edge it to Christopher 28-24.
I mean, they are undefeated.
Okay.
Right?
This is a real test. This is a real test. Like, this is honestly going to be Christopher's first true test to see where they stand. And I think it couldn't have come in a better form in Oak Grove. So this is a true test to see, like, can they extend that undefeated streak, or, do we have to question mark that undefeated streak? But I think Christopher will do it.
Well, I know Halloween's a little bit far away, but you might as well get your Riddler costume, Coach, because I am picking the Oak Grove Eagles. Yeah, with the evil laugh. I think it's gonna be a 24-21 Oak Grove. They're on a roll. I think this is like XCOs versus GSF 5-star right here, even though you guys beat us like pretty much every single time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, like, it's cool. This is, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good football game. This is gonna be a good football game to watch. I did tell Coach Cadero, like, if you pull it out, like, I will rep Oak Grove for an entire week.
Ooh, that sounds good. Got to wear the Oak Grove blue. All right. Speaking of that, speaking of the blue, we got the Lincoln Lions going down 101 to take on Live Oak. Live Oak is still undefeated. It's another good one.
I haven't really heard a lot about Lincoln, like, not like last season where, like, they were making a lot of noise. with just like how they've been playing and, and the numbers that they were putting up. Live Oak made a lot of noise in a lot of ways, but they're a very good team. Like they're hands down, like, they're traditionally a very, very good team. They're a tough team in this league. I'm going to go with Live Oak on this one. 35-7, go nuts.
Ooh, 35-7. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're going to win. I'm picking Live Oak too, but I'm giving Lincoln some opportunities to score 24 points. My score is 35-24. I think this is the team that is destined for something special. So been reading up a lot about them and seeing a lot of highlights. So I'm picking Live Oak too. Go nuts.
Okay. Go nuts.
The entire high school at Lincoln is just mad at me now. All right, there's one more public game is Wilcox versus MA at MA. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a really good one. MA's on a roll. I'll go first. I'm picking MA 28-14. MA's on a roll. This is going to be at MA. I think Wilcox is really, really good, but this is one of those games where, man, they're going to have to really step it up against MA. I think MA is playing well right now. Everything is clicking for MA. So I got MA on this one, 28-14.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that. Like MA has been starting to look really good lately. But I don't think, like, again, like this last game that Wilcox played, they played a pretty tough team. I think it was another Chargers team, I think from SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
That's again a tune-up game right before the league starts. So, I think that was enough. I think Wilcox is, again, like it's really hard to bet against Wilcox, even though I have in the past. And, I'm going to go Wilcox 28-7. I think they're going to roll them.
Wow. Okay.
Just too many players, too many playmakers. Bonilla, let's go.
All right. It's going to be Bonilla versus Etchelman. All right. WCAL game number 1. St. Ignatius versus St. Francis Lancers. We've seen them, both of them. I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty physical game, and this is a St. Francis bounce back game. It was a pretty exciting win for SI against Bellarmine. That actually surprised me. I think we both picked SI, but no, I picked Bellarmine, but SI won by a field goal, or no, by a point, extra point. So the way the Lancers played last week against Serra, I think this is going to be one of those games where they can come in and be confident about their performance and, put on a show in front of the home crowd. 28-21. That's my score for this game. St. Francis. This is going to be, I think Aaron's going to have some opportunities to pass as well. So it'll be good.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree with you on like all those points. I mean, SI stuck around in that game. It looked like a very long, drawn out game with SI and Bellarmine last week. So, and then St. Francis, like, this is what they're gonna expect, right? They got to open up league with Serra, so they know what to expect. And, I think with just the way that they performed in that game with Serra, like it puts them in, like you said, it puts them in a good position to win this game. I think SI will still hang around because they usually do.
Oh yeah,
but I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a 28-14 game.
Okay.
In Kingston, we trust.
Let's go, Kingston. All right. Next game, Bellarmine hosting Riordan. You want to go first?
I'll go first. You know what? I mean, Riordan showed what they needed to show, and it's a lot of playmakers. I think Bellarmine's starting to get it together. You can kind of see it, like, it looked really messy a little bit in that SI game last week for them, but it within that mess, we got to see how athletic Parker is. We got to see him do his thing, and honestly, like, I think they're gonna finally like put it together. I think it's gonna be a close game. So I think it's gonna come down to a field goal. I'm going Bellarmine, 31-28.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna go.
first of all, oh yeah, go ahead, finish. Go ahead,
Oh
Chris.
yeah. Shout out to Bennett. Let's go, buddy.
Well, shout out to Parker because he was nominated and he received our week 6 hustle play of the game for his, I don't know, let's see. He had some great plays in that game. So the hustle play, in order for you to receive the GSF weekly award, you have to be from the winning team, except for the hustle play, which could be from the losing team as well. Parker had 374 total yards, 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns. He balled out. Not his fault that his team lost, really. I mean, even though, it was 1 point. So with that was a high, but not really because they lost. That was an opportunity to win, that missed opportunity. So now they're playing Riordan, who's really got it together, by the way. I think Riordan is going to be unstoppable in this game. I don't know what else is there to break as far as records for Mitchell, but he can go for 7 touchdowns because my prediction is 49-0 Riordan Crusaders over the Bellarmine Bells. Yeah. Yeah, man, with all those athletes, I don't see it. Sorry. Yeah, that's just me being honest. Prove me wrong, right? I
Yeah.
think Riordan right now is they're I mean, if they will look past this game to the
Then
Serra game, then they might end up screwing up and this might be like, a really close game, but I don't think they are. I think they're clicking right now. Lawson, Jackson, Mitchell, Sinai Thomas. Oh my God. He's a sophomore. Mitchell's a sophomore. There's a lot of playmakers in this game from Riordan they're going to be looking forward to. I don't know how that Riordan versus Bellarmine game went last year. Oh, no, it was a 1-point game. It was at Riordan. I was there. And Bellarmine won.
Wasn't it like? Wasn't it like?
It was like 3-0.
Yeah,
I'm
it was like a
pretty sure it was
right?
3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they couldn't score on each other. So I think Riordan's got it together. So I'm going with Riordan on this. Yep.
Okay.
Next game, we got 2 more. We got Valley Christian at Sacred Heart Cathedral at Kezar Stadium. I'll just go 49-0 Valley Christian.
Yeah. 21-0 Valley Christian.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Valley Christian. This is they look good. They look good for this game. Sacred Heart does not look like the Sacred Heart Cathedral that we've seen. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it at that.
What's your score?
21-0.
21-0. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. And we're gonna we got one more. This one's a head scratcher. Let me see. Let me move back a little and think about this. Serra versus Mitty.
I'm just rooting for Mitty. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We're supposed to have a whole like debate thing about this, and you're just backing
No,
down. Hey,
no.
wear the shirt. Oh, my back was killing me, dude. My back was killing me. I was like, this,
Wow.
I can't show the shirt. I can't show the shirt. And then now I'm showing the shirt. Shout out to
Ah,
Coach Walsh for hooking it up with the shirt. Well, I mean, shoot. You saw what happened last week.
yeah, I did.
Happening.
I did. I mean, it's just gonna be an uphill climb. This game is gonna be an uphill battle for Mitty. I'd say just try to score something, be ready. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Like, be ready for this game. I don't even need to put a score because obviously, this is I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but right as of right now, it is very, very hard to pick against Serra. So I'm gonna root for my Mitty boys. I'm gonna root for my school, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So whatever it is that you guys do, I'm proud of you.
Cool.
I don't. There's no debate because we saw what happened last time when we debated. I stirred up pretty bad.
I gotta make sure I ship from the Serra side because I'm pretty sure like it wouldn't be safe for me to be on the mini side after wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. Riordan 49-0 over Bell, Valley Christian 49-0 over SH, and my prediction for this one is 49-0 Serra. Yeah. I'll see you at St. Francis, Kevin. Should be done early. Oh, hey, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. We're just having fun here. All right. All right. Well, that's it. Just for the record, I was 6 for 7. I got 6 out of 7 last week. Yeah. So I'm up like 33-29 in the prediction so far. Week 7 coming up. So I think I'm gonna go undefeated this week. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 8 for 8. No, I was 7 for 8 last week. That's what happened.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna go 7 for 8 because I didn't pick one for. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna pick that mini one. I'm gonna omit that. I'm omitting my pick for that one.
Oh, so you might as well just pick Serra.
No, I can't do that.
Serra over Mitty. Come on, coach. Serra.
No,
I could probably get your blue shirt. They do have a team store. This is a nice Under Armour shirt. Like I'm digging it. UA baby. All right. What's on your mind, Coach Andrew? It's been an interesting couple of weeks, and I think this is your turn to talk about what's on your mind.
No, it's actually your turn.
Oh, it is?
It is your turn. I spoke last.
Well, okay. Something happened on one of the highlights that I did. The Riordan, who did they play? Valley Christian. There was a runner that was running the ball, and then there was a low tackle. And I made a comment on the highlights. First of all, when I'm doing these highlights, I have notes. I'm looking at the play as it's happening. And sometimes, I just go, ooh, like if it's a big hit, it's like, ooh, nice tackle, like the Jalen Thomas hit. And so when I saw the play, it was just, a quick comment, quick reaction. I saw a low tackle on the ball carrier, and I said, ooh, I'm not a big fan of that tackle. Just because a couple of weeks ago, Monday Night Football, we saw, is it Nick Chubb that broke his leg? Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. And I think, it was borderline close. I think he hit him like in the lower thigh area, close to the knee, but not really. But my point is, like, I'm just not a big fan of torpedoing towards the ball carrier. and just being out of control, lunging at someone. And I've seen that a lot this year. There's been a lot of those. I'm not going to name players, and I did not name the player, by the way. I just said not a big fan of it. And I think there's a coach that says that he was defending the player doing it, which I totally get. And I mean, great. I just said it just looked dangerous. I'm not a big fan of it. That's it. That's all. So, but I love big hits. I like seeing big hits. We show it if it's clean, if it's done properly. So, if you're leading with your helmet and you're torpedoing towards, it doesn't matter if you're high or low. It's still out of control. It's still an uncontrolled way of tackling, right, Coach? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're on the right track of it. Like there's usually like when you see like low tackles, like you're usually seeing low tackles on, with players that are like kind of undersized, right? Like I'll use myself as an example, right? When I was playing, I'm 5'3", right? Me going head up against a guy who's like 6 foot plus, like I'm gonna be down here regardless. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm not going for his ankles. I'm not going for his knee. I'm trying to hit him like at least like in the hip. So at least I can stop him there. But when these guys, like when these players, and I'm not even like gonna talk about like, the one that we showed, it's like when you're leading straight down and your head's down like this, you're doing two things. One, you can severely injure the player that you're tackling because you don't even know where you're going. And then the other thing is you can injure yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen so many players that they get stingers when they lower their head like this. It could be a high tackle, it could be a low tackle, but the best thing to do is like you need to wrap up. The one tackle I'm not a fan of, and it's call me because like, the way that I see like what happens after it is these shoulder tackles. If you're a good enough player and you see a shoulder tackle coming at you, you can bounce off that stuff. Like if they're
So
just
like a
getting
hit.
yeah, just like a big hit. Majority
Yeah.
of the time, you can bounce off of that and you can anticipate it a little bit better. If you get wrapped, it's a little harder to get out of that, So it comes down to like how, these kids are taught how to tackle. You know, I'm not calling anybody out about like the way that you're teaching kids how to tackle or the heat of the moment of what's happening. It's just at least have it ingrained that, there is a proper way to tackle. It's like, why even have tackling drills if you're not going to apply it?
Yeah, that's true.
That,
No, that's true. Yeah. Do they even do tackling drills still?
yeah, we do tackling drills. I still see like, coaches do
No, I mean like
tackling drills.
I'm talking about like real tackling drills. Like a
Yeah.
2-on-1 or 3-on-1, like two blockers and a running back versus
I don't know. Probably ever since Oklahoma got banned.
yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like they can. Like, there's still like, you can still go to thud. And that's the thing. Like,
But yes,
a lot,
I've heard that
a lot
too.
of teams are still like they're doing thud. But the thing is like when you thud, it's not just like make contact. It's thud and wrap. Like just make contact, wrap. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't need to hurt your own teammates. Like, but thud and wrap so you can at least get the repetition.
That's why I think rugby is really a good complement to football. Like players who
Rugby,
play rugby, yeah, players who play rugby have really good form when it comes to tackling, and highly recommend that for everybody. So yeah, I mean that's what's on my mind. I thought it was yeah, I've been seeing a lot of kids just going for hits and missing tackles, and so
well, I mean, you can even go back to like, a couple weeks ago, right? With the Colorado game, right? With Travis Hunter.
yeah. I mean that was not a low tackle.
That was just but and he came down with his head down, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
Like there's no reason for that. So coaches will do what they need to do, but I mean, it's like why even have tackling drills like, players aren't going to apply it. Like, you're doing a disservice to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, because they're not going to, the succession rate of that, like at the next level, is not very high,
Yeah.
because guys are bigger, so
Guys are bigger. Yeah. I mean, I think especially for cornerbacks, you're going to have to train to go up against guys that are 200 pounds at the next level. Right.
yeah,
There's not a lot of guys that weigh, less than 190, 185 at the next level. So you're gonna have to take care of that. And so
especially DBs that have to make open field tackles like on a running back. Like, this is like a 220-pound running back running at you, and you're maybe like 180.
yeah,
And they're coming a full head of speed.
exactly. Well, you're gonna be I'm sure you've heard the news already, but the CIF, they've decided to have all the 15 bowl games.
I know. I was like,
in an actual neutral location. The only problem is they're all in SoCal. Come on.
Come on, NorCal. We have enough places that we can play this game.
Well, I think it should be like NorCal, Central, and SoCal.
Yeah, it's not
Rotate it.
It's not a state championship. It's not a state championship if all the state championship games are like just played in like one region.
Yeah,
Spread it out.
exactly. Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue there, but thank you for listening to the people who want an actual nice field and venue to play on. It's just that now everybody from NorCal has got to travel to SoCal.
Yeah, and if it was up here, they would probably say the same thing, like, "Oh, we gotta all go to Northern California."
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on, let's just be fair and switch it up. We've been going to SoCal for the last 3 years, 4 years. So it's time to let's have it at NorCal. I mean, we got venues.
A lot. We have a ton of venues up here. There's a lot of places that you can play at.
Yeah.
And you're all playing at junior colleges. There's a lot of junior colleges out here that you can play at.
Exactly.
So I don't know why we're not doing that.
I don't know either.
Come on, CIF.
Those are the two things that I was thinking about. Anything else?
Sure? I thought there was one more.
Oh, I can't remember. Refresh my memory, Coach.
Well, we saw someone lose his cool on the sideline.
Oh no. Yeah, there's a clip of a former Bay Area star, like an actual star from high school to the pros, who is coaching now at Southern Alabama.
No, Alabama Birmingham.
Alabama Birmingham, Mr. Trent Dilfer, and he was caught on camera yelling at his assistant coach for a what was it? It was a penalty. It was a late substitution. And I mean, that's kind of very unprofessional, I think. Knowing that there's a lot of eyeballs at a college game. Even if there were no cameras, still there's the players. Do you really want to talk to your player that way? I don't know. I'm a dad, and I've been in the industry for a long time, and to lose your cool like that, you might need some anger management help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when you see stuff like that, right? Like, and I mean, I'm assuming like, if he's if he's going to be professional about it, like he probably already apologized to his staff and to the team.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But when you see things like that, that's what creates like divide on a team.
Oh yeah.
Like it also shows the kids, it shows the players that like, oh my God, our coaching staff's not on the same page. And I think that is probably the biggest downfall of any program. Doesn't matter like how good
Very
you are, like
detrimental to the program. Yes, I totally agree.
like no matter what happens.
Did you know that there was also a clip of him doing the same thing to one of his players when he was coaching high school?
Did not know that.
It's floating around. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh dang, he did it again. I was like, what are you doing, coach? You know, I met him a couple of times when I used to shoot the Niners. When Alex Smith went down, he was the starting quarterback for the Niners. So I went to a few press conferences after games. And then I met him when we were putting together Epic 7. Or it wasn't me, it was Coach Sione. And that's how I met him. And then, you know, he had kids that went to Valley Christian back in the days, a few years back. So yeah, I've interacted with him. He's an intense guy, very, very good at what he does. But the whole yelling thing is just like, damn, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, it creates distrust with, you know, the coaches and the coaching staff, because it's like now everyone, like, you know, not saying that I don't know if it's going to happen, but like what it could lead to is like, you know, now coaches and players are going to be walking on eggshells because they're like, oh my God, is he going to snap? Is this coach going to snap at me?
Who would want to work with, for, and play for an individual like that, right? And believe me, dude, if I get yelled at like that, I'd take it. But if I'm in charge, I would never do that. That's something that's just like, there are better way, a lot more better ways to deal with things like that. So
yeah, I feel like it comes down
especially if you're the
to,
head coach.
yeah, I feel like it comes
Sione?
down to like, yeah,
Sione. I was like, is he yelling at him? I thought he was yelling at Coach Sione at first. And then
I thought Coach Sione just like he saw him like yelling, and then he just like walked the other way. It's like he
yeah,
knew what was happening. But what I was gonna say is like I think with that, it's like there's a difference between being like you know, constructively intense, and then there's a like the difference between being constructive and like still being like, you know, intense and like emotional with the game, and then being kind of reckless and intense.
it,
So, you know,
well, I mean, you saw the video, so it's kind of like demeaning the way he was going about it.
yeah,
Right.
the body language said it all.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't
I'd
catch.
like to hear what he actually said.
That's what I'm saying. Like if someone finds the audio of that, like, and actually like, you know, out there, like it will open so many, it'll open up a lot of ears, and like a lot of wide-eyed people will be like, whoa,
I'm
like
sure
that's a
there's a
lot.
meme out there with voiceovers already.
Bad lip readers. Let's see what you can do.
No, but what's interesting is like the day before, somebody asked me about, oh, you've been to so many games. Like somebody asked me which team yells a lot, like coaching staff, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like I forgot what I said. I'm pretty sure I said something, but it was like I've never really seen anything like that. And then the next day, I saw that on Twitter. I was like, I need to send this to Coach Andrew. So I thought that was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, Coach, that was good. We got it done. This will go up right away, and hopefully our millions and millions of viewers will enjoy this segment. I look good in blue.
Yeah, you do. I always look good in black, so it doesn't matter. So wait, so which game are you going
your
to?
shirt. I like that. We're getting new ones. Nominations are open, people. So if you're
Yeah.
an all-star candidate, hit us up. The form will be officially published on our website any day now, but Laura and I were doing the DMs. We've gotten like 15 so far in the last couple of days, which is good. So we're gonna sift through them.
I'll send mine over.
GPA. Gotta have the GPA to do it. And
I'll send mine over.
all right, sounds good. The entire Christopher team.
And Monte Vista.
And Monte Vista. There you go. Yeah, so good luck to everybody out there this week. We're in week 7. Man, we're pretty much halfway there, right?
No,
16 weeks.
Week 7. Week 7, I think four more weeks.
Yeah,
4 more weeks.
4 more regular season games, and then we go hit the playoffs. Start planning.
And then we'll see what happens. Well, sections first.
Sections, and then, oh yeah, some teams don't go to sections. Well, they do. Some teams don't go to NorCal.
Yeah. Well, we'll touch upon that in the next couple weeks because I think the shakeup in the sections is going to be it's going to be a really interesting playoff year. I feel like it's going to be
think so too.
Interesting playoff year.
Well, it'll be fun. We'll see how the predictions for this week goes. All right. Enjoy the concert, Coach. Say hi to my boy Neo. She got her own thing. That's why I love her. Miss Independent. Let's go. You might see me out there driving around. So
yeah, I'll call you if I need you.
All right, Coach Andrew. You take care and enjoy the show. See you next week.